Well, let's start our session by taking several deep breaths. Just a deep breath in and a nice long exhale. Let's do that a few times. Deep breath. Let it out. Let's do 3 more. And feel free to continue this deeper breathing for the next few moments. This is time just for you. This is time to recharge your batteries. Time for your self-care, your being. When you take time out to take good care of yourself, everything around you falls into place so much more easily. So as you breathe deep, just honor that you have made that commitment to yourself to just take a time out and do something that is so nourishing for your well-being. We'll imagine that everything that's happened up to this moment, that we've reached the end of that chapter for now, and we're starting a new chapter for the next block of time. And this chapter has the title Self-Care. That is all we're doing now. Caring for your mind and your body. I invite you to bring your awareness into the palms of your hands. You can even open and close your hands a few times, just gently kind of stretching out through the fingers, stretching the palms, continuing to breathe deep. And then we're going to take the index finger of one hand and just trace on the palm of the other hand. We'll just trace a spiral on the palm of the other hand and just gently trace the spiral, breathing deep. We're waking up our ability to transmit energy through the palms. Then just gently press the palms together for a moment, take a breath, and notice the aliveness in the hands. One hand may feel more alive than the other since we traced on it. And then we'll do the other side. We'll just trace a little gentle spiral on one hand with the fingers of the other hand. And just breathe deep. We have so many sensors in the hands. It might even feel a little tickly. And this is also stimulating the parts of the brain that are connected to the hands. It's a huge part of the brain connected with the hands. And then again, let's just press the palms together. We can just press the palms right together like hands in prayer, or you can clasp the hands, whatever feels more natural to you. Take a deep, full breath in and out. Then we'll place the hands just below the collarbones. The tips of the fingers might even rest on the collarbones. Yep. Just let the warmth of the palms melt into the upper chest. Feel free to wiggle around so that the shoulders are as relaxed as possible. The warmth of the hands just melting into the area around the heart. Hopefully your hands are warm. We'll invite that warmth to go into the chest and the heart. We can just allow the breath to do whatever it wants to do now. Just let the breath be completely natural, not trying to change it, and allowing the hands to rest on the chest. We are inviting the body's innate ability to heal from within to come to the fore. We're allowing everything else to drop away for this time, and the body's own ability to heal and repair from within, to grow stronger and to come online. Feel that nice warmth from the palms going into the area around the heart. If you like, you can even picture a beautiful color filling that space. This beautiful color can fill the whole body if you like. And we're sending that warmth in, filling the inner body with this beautiful light, this color. Our bodies have an amazing ability. They're constantly regenerating on their own. All we have to do is just get out of the way. And even when we don't get out of the way, the body still does its best to regenerate. So in this moment, we're consciously stepping aside, letting go of our logical mind, our thoughts, and tuning into this deep magic occurring in the body, this miraculous ability of the body to regenerate itself over and over again. We can picture the cells in the chest and around the heart filling with this beautiful light, this warmth, and the heart basking in this beautiful light. So the heart is helping us out here. It's sending oxygen to everywhere in the body. We don't have to try, we don't have to do anything, just is. And we'll invite this beautiful energy flowing through the hands to nourish the heart so that there's a radiance there. This beautiful radiant light surrounding the heart, bathing it in this beautiful color. And we can picture this beautiful color, this light, radiating and emanating outward from the heart center to the whole body. Let's leave our left hand where it is over the heart center. And we'll bring our right hand down to the lower ribs on that same side, the left side. So left hand is on the heart, right hand is on those left lower ribs. And just nestle in, let the shoulders drop down, be as comfy as you can possibly be. With this gentle hold, we are restoring vitality to the body. If it feels natural, you can take a few deeper breaths as we begin the second hand position. And otherwise, just let the breath be completely relaxed. We have this large muscle, fits kind of like a pancake through the midsection of the body. It's called the diaphragm. And it's like a parachute. As we breathe in, it kind of drops down. And as we breathe out, it rises up. And this large muscle, when we send it some nourishment, can really help us to release, can help us to relax on a deeper level. This is a lovely hold to use in the night if you are having a hard time sleeping, it's deeply relaxing. So we'll send some loving kindness to that diaphragm muscle. Invite it to release. And we'll intend that we're restoring the vitality of the physical body. This body's been working so hard to regenerate and to do all this stuff, all this running around. So right now we are just plugging back into source energy, inviting this deep revitalization. And there's nothing we need to effort or force. We are just placing these warm hands here and inviting this restoration of vitality. As we continue to breathe here and just rest, let's imagine we'll send just a little message down into the uterus and check in. And just gently feel into that space and check, like, how are you doing? You know, if we could send a little text message to float down to the uterus and say, hey, how you feeling? How are you? And just notice what comes up. Any emotions are welcome here. We'll imagine this beautiful warmth from the hands continuing to radiate around the heart center, that beautiful light energy. And we'll picture this beautiful light in the center of the body as well, in the trunk of the body. So in the diaphragm muscle and the whole space of the center of the body. We'll imagine too, sending this beautiful energy to the uterus, if that's welcome. If that's welcome. So just check in. We're inviting this to be so, so gentle. Imagining the uterus surrounded with this beautiful warm light. And it is up to her, it's up to the uterus if she wants to let that in or just let that be around. And just notice. We'll continue to send loving kindness into the body, thanking the body for its ability to renew and restore itself from within. Appreciating every little cell for being able to do this. We don't have to think about it. There's a wisdom at the cellular level that's at work here. And next, we're going to bring both hands down to the hip creases in the front. And I'll stand so you can see what I'm talking about. It's a little dark here, but right to, if we were lifting our leg up, that place where the leg creases, we'll just place the palms there. Rest them there. And again, just nestle those shoulders down. Let the shoulders release. There are 3 different aspects to our being, this gift of being human beings here. We have our mind, our busy, hardworking brain. We have our body that we can touch and care for and feed. And we have our spirit and how we feel. And it's wonderful to have these 3 different aspects of our being. Our body can rest right here in the present moment. And our minds might be dreaming of Aruba or somewhere beautiful. Our spirit can be uplifted by the thought patterns that we hold in our mind or by how our body's feeling. And our spirits can get dampened. We can take in negative energy and start to feel kind of down. So each of these different aspects of our being can be nourished. That's within our power. And this gentle hold that we're doing right now, holding at the hip crease, this supports the well-being of the physical body, our physical body. And this is so necessary. And it's funny how we forget the physical body sometimes because of the 3 aspects of our being, the physical body is the only one that has to stay put. It's in the present, it's here. And sometimes it's easy to just take that for granted. This beautiful body that is the seat of the soul, the place where the spirit gets to experience life from. So with this gentle hold, we'll send some loving kindness to this physical aspect of our being, physical body. The fastest way to change and improve our mental state and our spirits is to support the physical body. So we'll start with that foundation. Let's send some loving kindness to the physical body. The mind can be kind of harsh. It can tell us, oh, here, eat this cake. And then the mind, after you do it, it's like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. Why did I do that? But our whole lives, the body has just patiently tried to do everything we asked it to do. Everything we asked it to do. So we'll send that kindness and that appreciation and gratitude deep into the physical body with this gentle hold. I'm just resting the hands there and intending for the body to receive that loving kindness. Thank you, body. Thank you for doing your best, whatever I asked you to do. Sorry about the times I forgot to eat or made you stay working when you had to pee, pushed you beyond your limits. You're still here. Thank you. Still laughing, still doing the things that you love, still dancing. It's our beautiful physical body that allows us to reach out and shake someone's hand or give a hug, really be with another person in the present. Thank you, body. Thank you for all the places that we've been. Thank you for going there. And thank you for surviving and thriving and arriving at this moment. I cherish you. And as we send this beautiful loving kindness into the whole body, we'll send that loving kindness to every cell, inviting every cell of the body to be vibrantly alive, happy, thriving, regenerating without any effort, abundant health, well-being. Scan through the body and just notice if there are any areas that feel a little resistant to receiving that loving kindness. It's okay. We'll be kind even if that's happening. And just allow whatever's coming up to be there too. Let's imagine checking back in with the uterus. Just like sending a little note down there. Say, hey, I'm thinking of you. How are you feeling? Thanks for telling me when I work too hard. I appreciate that. And again, just allow whatever comes up around that to come up. If it feels like a lot, maybe some of it's not even your stuff. It's like, wow, just kind of stuck energy. Just invite it to flow out of the body if it wants to. And any space that's open to it, we'll picture filling up with this beautiful light again. Might be the same color you imagined before, it might be a different color. Picture every space within the body that's open to it, filling with this beautiful light. And let's change our hold. We'll hold the middle finger of one hand just with the other hand, just in a very relaxed way, letting the shoulders soften, letting the jaw release. This gentle hold, among many other benefits, supports the exhale. And we don't have to breathe in any special way. We can just rest and know that we're supporting our ability to exhale. And that's our ability to let go. Oftentimes, when we get stressed, It's because we've taken in so much, we've taken on so much, we've allowed it to build up. We all do that. And this gentle hold just helps us to release the tension of holding all of that stuff. You don't need to hold anything in this moment except our gentle Jin Shin Jyutsu hold. Everything else can just fall away. It will all be there if you choose to take it up again. But often through this work that we're doing now, this play, whatever we end up picking up again later feels a lot lighter. So we'll support the exhale with this gentle hold. When I was growing up, I lived in the country, and there was a beautiful beaver pond up on the hill, and we could hike up to it and you'd see the beavers working and building the dam, and that was really fun for a kid to see. And they were so industrious, always working on making it stronger. And it happened every few years. We'd have a lot of rain, and then a lot of rain, and then a lot of rain. And this beautiful dam that they built for an ordinary amount was not able to withstand all this extra water that was flowing in from every direction. And the water would go over the dam and it would sweep the dam away, it would flow down the hill, and it would wash the road out so the cars couldn't even go by. It was too much, and it had to be released. And then the next day, the beavers would be up there and they'd start gathering their sticks and they'd build it. And they'd build it for an ordinary amount that was just right. When things build up and get to be too much, it's healthy and natural to let them go. Let things overflow. Sometimes tears, sometimes we get upset and yell, cry, or we release in some other way. This hold is designed to help us release in a way that is so gentle. So we'll just picture if there have been things that have been building up and adding up that are just a bit too much, that whatever is not needed is just going to flow over and flow out of your energetic system. So that you can have a fresh start. Let's gently change our hold again to hold the pinky finger. You can hold the pinky finger on the same hand or go to the other hand, whichever. Yeah, the little pinky, the little finger. So again, we'll just nestle those shoulders down and rest. And this one helps support our efforting. It's so rewarding to put energy into the things that we care about, see change happen, create new things. And there's a good amount of energy to put into things. There's the right amount of energy. And when we cross over to too much, then it feels like efforting. And this gentle hold helps us to release efforting so we can come back to just the right amount of energy. And I invite you to be really tender with yourself, because when we're recovering, when we're in a healing process, we're convalescing, it is really hard to find that right amount. What used to be the right amount could be too much. What we think is the right amount might feel unattainable because of the fatigue, and that puts stress on the system. And I don't want to make that wrong. That searching for the right amount of energy is a tender process that has to happen. It's part of the aliveness and the discovery of where am I right now? And we're going to get it wrong. We're going to put in too much energy and feel tired and efforting. We're going to only be able to put in what the brain says, not enough, and get discouraged. So again, we just allow all those feelings to be, knowing that this moment is just a little snapshot. It's just one little moment in a long, beautiful, rich life. And we'll invite this gentle hold that we're doing now to help us find that just right amount of energy, so we can find that right amount while being so kind to ourselves. And recognize right away if we're crossing that line into the efforting. It's okay. For right this minute, I need to take a little step back, and that's okay. Give yourself that permission. It's okay. When we do cross over into efforting, things aren't very fun for us or for the people around us. And so it's a kindness to ourselves and to everybody who's in our field, in our energetic field, to just find that right energy that feels like, okay, I can still enjoy this. Even if it's a lot less than what we used to do, what we think we should do, or what we want to do. We'll hold the whole being, the mind, the body, the spirit, very tenderly in this phase. This phase has a beginning and an end. And while we're inside it, just be so tender, seeking that right amount of energy, being kind when we cross over into too much or feel like it's too little, just stepping back into warmth and kindness. Say, oh, body, thank you for letting me know that was too much. I feel it and I'm listening. And oh, mind, I love your ambition, and right now we need to rest. So let's take a moment now to scan through the whole body, because I want to give permission for all the different feelings to be coming up and be present. Whatever you're feeling, it's welcome. And just scan through your body. Notice if there's any area that is feeling a little left out or a little dark. And we're going to make that okay too. We don't want to make that wrong. We'll just allow that. And if it's an area where we can place our hands, put a hand on the heart and then either hand, it doesn't matter. And then put a hand anywhere else that needs a little loving kindness. And if you're not sure, you can just place it on your abdomen, on the lower belly. And we'll rest the hands there. And just nestle those shoulders down. Let the jaw release. Let's take a slow, deep breath in and let it out. Let's allow the breath to do whatever it wants to do now. Send some loving kindness through the hands into the body. Just acknowledging any spaces that feel more dense or less receptive to the energy. And you can let those areas know you're not going to force anything, not going to push anything. You're just inviting this beautiful energy to surround and fill the spaces where it's welcome. But there's no hurry or timeline. Let's picture this warmth from the hands, that there's light coming through as well. It can be that any beautiful color that you picture. And imagine that light, that color filling the body. And again, just the spaces that are willing to be filled with that light. Picture the whole body filling with that light, flowing energy. And without changing the breath at all, we'll picture that as you breathe in, the beautiful life energy of the breath is dissolving into the body. It's becoming good energy. So each breath in, dissolving into the body, becoming good energy, becoming well-being in the body. And let's picture that every exhale is just effortlessly dissolving into the space around the body. Inhale is dissolving into the body, becoming good energy. And the exhale is dissolving into the space around the body. This space is filled with good energy too. We're breathing in light, flowing energy. It's dissolving into the body as well-being. And as we breathe out, the out breath is dissolving into the space around the body, which is also filled with good energy, like this beautiful bubble of light surrounding the body. So that without any effort at all, the breath is simply delivering good energy into the body. It's dissolving into the body. The body is becoming good energy. And as the breath releases back, just dissolving into the space around the body, which may also be kind of glowing with this beautiful radiant light now. There's a beautiful bubble of light around the body. As you breathe in, the breath is dissolving into the body. As you breathe out, breath is dissolving into the space around the body. It's filled with light. Picture the whole body filled with this beautiful light energy. Picture that beautiful light filling the entire inner body. Picture the space around the body just glowing with this beautiful radiant light of well-being. No effort, just how it is. Let's picture again this beautiful light energy filling the body. This beautiful light energy surrounding the body. And I invite you to say to yourself in the quiet of your own heart and mind, I'm safe. I'm well. I'm free. I'm safe. I'm well. I am free. I am safe. I am well. I am free. I am safe. I am well. I am free. Let's begin to take some deeper breaths. Sending loving kindness into the body. Thanking your whole body for participating in the session, for speaking with you and being with you. And as you take these deeper breaths, we'll say one more time, I'm safe. I'm well. I'm free. And so may it be for you. So may it be for me. And so may it be for all of us. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Let's picture this bubble of beautiful energy that surrounds you, protecting you as you continue on through your day and the days ahead. Our session is complete. I thank you so much for sharing your day.